Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another weekend product review. Today's project at hand is that I received a 100-foot hose reel, garden reel. This big thing where you can pull out your garden hose and use it, pull it out 100 feet and then retract it. But because this is designed to be mounted on like a pole or a beam, I don't want to drill into my PVC fence. So I wanted to get like a wooden beam shoved into the ground, secured onto the beam so that this thing doesn't fumble around as I'm pulling the hose. Problem is, I don't have a beam. I have two 2x4s. I can cut one in half, put it together to make one 4x4 beam. But then what am I gonna do? How am I gonna make the hole? I have a hole digger, but that'll take hours. I don't wanna take hours. I sure wish I had a hole digger. My friends over at Wild Badger sent me an electric battery powered earth auger 40-volt brushless hole digger. Awesome. So this is my 2x4. I technically need a 4x4 beam, but if I just cut this 2x4 in half and put this in on here and nail it together, there's a 4x4. I just created the beam. If you cut this in half and put it together, this beam will be about 2 feet high. I think the beam has to go in at least halfway. So it might be too short, but we'll see. As you see, that ain't going nowhere. And then half of this, that part will go deep into the ground, followed by another 6 inches or so into the ground. That ought to hold it. This part here will stick out. Actually, maybe I'll do it even more down to there. All that will be in the ground so that this doesn't wobble. Now let's unbox the earth auger. Holy cow, this thing is a beast! This auger is no joke, pretty heavy. This motor is pretty heavy duty. It was easy to install. Both handles had to go on right here, and they staggered them, so it meant that you could not put it together wrong. They wanted this to point that way, that to point that way, not the other way around. So these things were of different lengths. So you could not make a mistake, otherwise it would not install this way. They wanted to make sure that you had the handle on so you can connect the power from the handle controls to the motor. The auger just attached to the shaft with a linch pin. Really easy. They gave you this 10mm wrench, but I didn't use it because I have an impact. Much faster. So it comes with instructions, as you saw. I didn't even use them. Comes with a 40-volt charger for your 40-volt battery with a gauge that tells you how much juice you got. And this has 3 out of 4 bars. Let's insert the battery and see how it works. I hope I don't hurt myself. All right, here we go. Insert the battery right here. So on the handle, you have a reverse, you have a 1, and push it harder for 2. This is a little difficult to do. Reverse, 1, 2. Yeah, this is a little hard. I'm not sure if 1 is faster than 2 or 2 is the fastest. And it has a safety switch here with your thumb. Gotta press this before you can trigger. And this is the pigtail you had to connect from the handle connection to the motor. All right, here we go. Let's try it. We're gonna do 2. Trigger. Whoa. Let's do 1. Okay, so 1 is slower than 2. 2 is fastest. You know, I gotta tell you guys, this thing's pretty heavy. I guess if you have it in the ground, the weight will help you drill. This thing is a beast. You can feel the quality in it. And for it to be cordless and electric is a big plus. Because who wants to mix 2-stroke fuel, carburetor, noise, preparation, pull starting it, you know, like your weed whacker? How does that sound go again? This one's nice and quiet. You just put the battery in and press a button and you're going. You're doing it. You're making a hole. You're drilling a hole.
That's what she said.
Here's a better look at the auger. Kind of like a screw to get started. And then this serrated edged blade to shovel the dirt out of the way. And then the coil auger that drills the hole inside, lifts all the dirt through here and brings it to the top. Of course, like I said, you can reverse as well. There's the linchpin that attaches the auger easily off the shaft. And the handle bolts. The handle is rubber coated over here for grippage. Soft plastic over here. Wild Badger power. Now this 40 volt battery also works in my Wild Badger snowblower. Other Wild Badger products that are 40 volt also include a chainsaw, which this battery also fits. So if you buy the entire line of Wild Badger products, all the batteries are interchangeable for this specific voltage. So what do you say? Let's drill a hole? I think I'm gonna put it back here, behind the rock. So I think I'm gonna drill it right here. I don't wanna go back too much because that's where my water pipes are for the sprinklers, and I'm not sure where they are. So right around here, because the rock can support the beam a little if I need to. Ooh. Okay, X marks the spot. We'll do it right there. Are you ready? Here we go. We'll start with slow. 1. Get your feet out of the way. Wow. Ooh. I felt either roots or rocks. Wow. Yep, roots. Let's just tear it up. Okay, so now it's stuck in there. Let's go to reverse. Get it out. That was insane. It drilled like a 1 foot diameter hole. I didn't want to bang it too much because the top part is chipping. That ought to be good. Eh? How about that? Look at that. Is that awesome? Not even swaying. Works great. So my project is now done. We made a post to attach my 100-foot garden hose reel using the Wild Badger 40-volt brushless earth auger hole digger. Worked great. I could have went deeper, but I was worried about the roots. If you guys are interested in something like this, doing a fence project maybe, installing a permanent basketball hoop, whatever the task, as long as you want to dig a hole, give this one a try. You got no worries. You pop a battery in and you go. If you guys are interested in the Wild Badger 40-volt earth auger, I'll leave a link in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to bring you great product reviews like this one. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.